Look up at the night sky, see that big, beautiful rock? That's the moon. For decades after Apollo, the moon faded into the background of our ambitions. But now a new space race is on, and it's not just a rerun of the Cold War. The main contenders, the United States and China, both determined to return humans to the lunar surface. This time it's not just about flags and footprints. It's about building a lasting presence, unlocking lunar resources, and shaping the future of humanity in space. NASA's Artemis program aims to land the first woman and first person of color on the moon, building on a legacy of exploration. China's Chang'e program has been methodically advancing, with a clear, ambitious timeline. The stakes? Technological leadership, economic opportunity, and global influence for decades to come. Who will win? It's not just about speed. It's about technology, funding, and political will. This isn't just a contest between two countries. It's a pivotal moment for all of us. The discoveries and technologies from this new race will benefit everyone on Earth. So, let's dive in and see what's at stake in this new era of lunar exploration. The science, the engineering, the vision, it all matters. The world is watching, and the countdown has begun. The moon is calling us back. Let's see who answers first. To see where China's headed, let's look at the Chang'e program, a masterclass in step-by-step progress. It started with orbiters Chang'e 1 and 2 mapped the moon, proving China could reach lunar orbit. Then came landers and rovers. In 2013, Chang'e 3 soft-landed and deployed the U-2 rover, making China only the third nation to land on the moon. The real breakthrough? Chang'e 4 landed on the far side in 2019, a world first, using a relay satellite for communication. Chang'e 5 brought back lunar samples in 2020, the first in over 40 years, and from a never-before-visited region. In 2024, Chang'e 6 repeated the feat, this time collecting samples from the far side. Each mission built on the last, testing new tech and gathering experience. China's approach orbit, land, rove, return samples, methodical, deliberate, and effective. This steady progress has given China the confidence and know-how to aim for crewed missions. The Chang'e legacy is clear. China is ready for the next giant leap. Their engineers have built a solid foundation for human exploration. Every mission has been a calculated step toward putting Chinese boots on the moon. It's a textbook example of how to build a space program. Now, they're ready to take the next step. Sending people to the moon demands a leap in technology, and China's new hardware is up to the challenge. The Long March 10 rocket is the workhorse, powerful enough to launch heavy lunar missions. It's a 3-stage rocket, with versions for crew and lander launches. Astronauts will ride in the Mengzhou, or Dream Vessel, China's answer to NASA's Orion. Mengzhou is reusable, can carry 3 to the moon and up to 7 to low Earth orbit. Safety and versatility are built in, with redundancies for every critical system. Once in lunar orbit, 2 astronauts transfer to the Lanyu lander, embracing the moon. Lanyu is a 2-stage vehicle, one for descent, one for ascent, with room for 2 astronauts and a rover. The mission plan is elegant. 2 Long March 10 launches, one for the lander, one for the crew. The vehicles dock in lunar orbit, then the lander takes astronauts to the surface. After their mission, the ascent stage returns them to Mengzhou for the trip home. This 2-launch strategy avoids the need for a single super heavy rocket. It's pragmatic, efficient, and leverages proven concepts with modern tech. China's hardware is ready for the challenge. The countdown to a crewed lunar landing is on. The USA and China are both racing to the moon, but their strategies couldn't be more different. NASA's Artemis program uses the massive SLS rocket, Orion capsule, and plans for a lunar gateway station. Astronauts will dock at Gateway, then descend to the surface using landers like SpaceX's Starship. Artemis is complex, aiming for sustainability and a long-term presence. China's approach is more direct. 2 launches, a rendezvous in lunar orbit, and a lander to the surface. No gateway needed, at least for now. It's a streamlined, Apollo-inspired plan with fewer moving parts. Timelines are tight. China aims for a landing before 2030, and their steady progress gives them credibility. NASA's Artemis III is officially set for 2026, but delays could push it to 2028 or later. The race is closer than many realize. Simplicity and focus may give China an edge. The next few years will decide who gets there first. Why target the moon's south pole? One word: water. Permanently shadowed craters may hold ice, vital for drinking, breathable air, and rocket fuel. Mining water on the moon could turn it into a refueling station for deep space missions. That's why both the USA and China are aiming for the South Pole. The first to extract and use lunar ice will have a huge strategic advantage. It's a modern gold rush, with frozen water as the prize. The South Pole also offers near-constant sunlight on crater rims, perfect for solar power. This unique combo of water and energy makes it the ideal spot for a long-term base. Science benefits too. These ice deposits could reveal secrets about the solar system's history. Whoever establishes a foothold here will shape the future of lunar exploration. The race for the South Pole is about resources, science, and the next era of space. Both nations know what's at stake. The South Pole is the gateway to a sustainable lunar future. China's ambitions go beyond a few landings. They want a permanent base, the International Lunar Research Station, or ILRS. Think of it as a lunar village, built up over time with robots first, then humans. The plans start with basic facilities in the 2030s, then expand into a full research outpost. China is inviting international partners, Russia, Pakistan, Venezuela, South Africa, and more. It's a parallel coalition to the US-led Artemis Accords, offering an alternative vision for lunar cooperation. Early missions like Chang'e 7 and 8 will test key technologies for building and surviving on the moon. The first crews will assemble the station and begin advanced research. The ILRS is about more than science. It's about learning to live off the land on another world. Lessons from the moon will pave the way for Mars and beyond. China's vision: make the moon part of humanity's sphere, not just a destination. It's a bold, long-term commitment to lunar exploration. The ILRS could redefine our place in the solar system. This moon race is about more than science. It's about power, prestige, and influence. For China, landing first would be a global statement, technological parity, or even superiority over the US. It would boost China's soft power and make the ILRS project more attractive to partners. New space alliances could form, shifting the balance of global cooperation. Offering lunar rides to other nations would be a powerful diplomatic tool. There are legal and strategic stakes too. The first to establish a base could shape future rules for lunar activity. Facts on the ground or on the regolith could set precedents for resource use and territory. There's a military dimension as well. Lunar tech has dual-use potential for navigation, communication, and security. Cislunar space, the region between Earth and the Moon, is the new strategic high ground. Both nations say their programs are peaceful, but the competition is real. The Moon is now a stage for global power. The Artemis program faces real hurdles. Funding is a constant battle. NASA's budget depends on shifting political winds. Inconsistent support leads to delays and uncertainty. Artemis is complex. Gateway, multiple launches, and commercial partners all add risk. NASA relies on companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin, whose timelines aren't always predictable. The SLS rocket is powerful but expensive and not reusable, limiting launch frequency. High costs and technical challenges slow progress. Unlike China's steady, state-backed approach, the US must juggle competing priorities. Public and political enthusiasm isn't what it was during Apollo. China sees its space program as central to national pride and strategy. The difference in focus and funding could decide who gets there first. Artemis has the vision, but can it keep the pace? The next few years will tell. This moon race is more than a contest. It's a catalyst for progress. Competition drives innovation, investment, and ambition on both sides. The tech developed for lunar missions will benefit life on Earth, just as Apollo did. It will inspire a new generation to pursue science and engineering. The race forces us to ask, how will we share resources and set rules beyond Earth? The Artemis Accords and ILRs offer different visions for the future of space. This is a chance to shape peaceful, sustainable exploration for all. Ultimately, returning to the moon expands the human story. Whether the next footprints are American or Chinese, it's a step forward for everyone. The moon is waiting, and this time, we're going back to stay. Let's watch, learn, and get inspired. The future of space is being written right now. The sky is not the limit, it's just the beginning.